I don't know why I did that. Hi guys, Amiya, hello. Happy Wednesday, you guys. Hello. Hi everyone, I'm here. Sorry, I just remembered. I don't even know what caused me to remember this, but it's this little GIF of Spider-Man, and like supposedly you could listen to any music at the same time, and it would appear that Spider-Man was dancing to the music. So I did that. So I was like, I wonder if he'll dance to my BGM, and he did. It's exactly, he synced perfectly. It was so strange, but so cool. I'm feeling okay, yeah. I'm just nervous, so I did a funny Spider-Man GIF to take the edge off, Anyway, hi guys. Hello. I hope you're having a great day. Good morning, good afternoon. I am this is your dream even Spider Mama, Amiya Aranha. Strange way to start. Why? It's funny. Why is it strange if it's funny? It's a spider and I'm a spider, and music and dancing and silly spider. That's the theme. Yes, I am Ami Sensei today, substitute teacher Ami at your service. Hello, you guys. I'm ready to teach you stuff that you may or may not already know, but hopefully don't know. Yeah. Let me say hi to you guys. I hope I don't miss any explanation. I just get, you know what? I'm gonna do awesome. Hi Gildrian, hello Ria and Pudstorm and Dharma and Wilson. And Flash Tirade and Akarin and Heart and Turbo and Star Pop and Shrike and Mephi and Marv and hello to ZR and Sturm and Conky and K7 and Plenum. Hello Sumptuous Potato. Hello to Rabid Bunny Man and Socialist Doggo and Adrian. Hello to Johan and Only Marilda Casualty Mazoku. Hello Jamal, hello Mistake, and Iron Stag, and hello Handsome Orc, and Amiya, and hello to Kappas, hello Goldheart Dragon and Dirty Socks and Demonic Maniac, hello Peppermint, hello Anonymity, and Tomo, and Attaboy, and Batsu, and Fish, and Uncle Red, and Finite Set, and Legate, and hello to Big Guy, and hello Poopy, thank you so much for the 9 months, and hello to you, welcome. Hello Banana Cup, and Hinge, and Shook Their House, and BB, hello to DJ, and Jason, and Hero, and Roadkill Breakfast, and Mauricio. I'm not gonna be creating old VGM. This is a presentation stream. We're just showing and learning. Because I'm substitute teacher Ami. I don't know how to make music. I keep waving. You guys can't see me wave. Hello Indecisive and Rosa Kanan and No Fun Zone and Kyoku. And Chicken Bone and Phoenix and Sprite Junkie and Hussar and Musto and Murphy and Big Simp. Hello Midnax and Odysseus and Mr. Front and Smoker Mega Drive and Arcadia. And Bigger Dan. Hello to Absolute Link and DJ Spooky Fish. Hello Iskander. Hello Nihuni and again Toll and Crimson Tapples and Dr. Law. Hello Writing Soul. Hello Elusive Man. Hello Lyrical Curry and Joshua and Movic and Blau. And Masa and Unusual Heights and Dragoof and Kwachin and Nekta and Krasma and Koshi. And Nier and Maxter. You make music using SNES instruments and Genesis synths. I have something. Well, let me finish saying hi before I describe that. Hello Maxter, hello Newbie and Otori Golden and FC and Void of Warranty and Mr. Scarlet. Mr. Scarlet, I did get your submissions. It was very, very interesting. I love learning about that type of stuff, like kind of stuff that other people have made to make music with the existing sound hardware in video game systems was kind of what you sent me, which is very interesting to me, although it's not really the nature of this presentation, so I wasn't really able to use any of it, but it is going to come in handy with some stuff that I got planned in the future. So thank you very much. That was, you sent me a ton of stuff. It was very helpful. Hello Chaos Muffins and Mr. Hobokan and Wind Up Crab and EQ50 and Zabalisk and Cosmic Spear and Stillho and Neo Joe Shizzle and Red Ranger and Rapture Queen and Entropy Addict and Eki Bert and Calopsia and Sneaky Alt and hello to Drop and Texas T and P Taco and hello to Comfy Noise and Akatsuki and SIF and Brielle and Alternativo and Space Dandy and Nugget and hello to Looney and CDI Link and Spam Senpai and Temporal Paradox. Hello John Zero. Hello Jade. Hello Toya and Pink Dragon and Ethan. Hello Anon. Hello Pensive Scarlet, and Miss Nyada, and Peace Out, and Kayla, and Brum, and hello to Guile, and I think I am caught up on everyone. Yeah, I go into some sound chip stuff. Mostly it's well, okay, I'll get into it when I do the presentation. So someone was mentioning they make hi Silent Owl. Someone was mentioning they make music with SNES, you know, sounds. I have some stuff that allows me to do that too. I have actually a contact library plugin. Hello Banfi, I see you. You just typed something. It's called Super. What's it called? Super Audio Cart. So that has like sounds that you can input using MIDI. You know, into Ableton or whatever. So that has like some Game Boy stuff, it has Genesis, and it has SNES, Atari, maybe even Commodore 60. It's got all kinds of different sounds that you can. That's not what I did a stream of though. I did a stream of me using my Super MIDI Pack, which is different. It's Super MIDI Pack allows you to interface with it allows you to use the SNES sound chip essentially with a MIDI controller, and that's a little bit different. Hello, Ayatemu. Is that? You were the source for the Famicom recordings in Super Odd. Whoa, really? That's so cool. Thank you. Oh, now someone who's really smart about video game music is here, and I feel like we're gonna look like a fool. BGM Farty Genesis remix. I actually could. I said I'm just listening to remember when I said I'm listening to Mega Drive OST anymore? I found a cheat code for YouTube. Just type in YM2612 and you'll find a lot of great music. It's the Mega Drive sound font. Well, sound. It must be the chip, right? Because it used the actually we have some interesting. I have some interesting. I'm not gonna get into it too much, but there's some interesting stuff I have about the Genesis. Meow. You're also one of the nerds. Oh god, I know a lot of you know a bunch of stuff. Because whenever we talk about game music, there is people in the chat who are always like, it uses this sound chip, and actually very interesting thing about this, and you know, you guys are so smart, but I'm not as smart as that. So we have kind of like a history overview. Someone was asking if Super Audio Cart is free. Super Audio Cart is not free, actually. Took a while to call us people, buckos, viewers, you know. You need experts to hear your dissertation so you can get your doctorate. No, I'm super nervous. But, oh boy. A lot of this stuff, I only knew like the very, very basics. A lot of this stuff I am learning for the first time today. So if you guys are very knowledgeable, definitely pitch in. You know, feel free to volunteer any kind of information you want, or, you know, even correct me if I'm wrong about stuff, or if my explanations about stuff are a little too simplistic, because, you know, when I put things in layman's terms, that can sometimes happen. But you know, just be kind about it and we'll be all good. We'll have a fun presentation. I think we're all gonna learn a lot. Hello, Megu. Alright, shall you invented sound waves? Do you mean you discovered sound waves, Akatsuki? Alright, let's get switched over, shall we? Let's over with Shobam. Classic cardboard. Classic cardboard. How come we got so many like people who are like involved in video games? This is scary me. This is not that smart. In terms of myself, making music with these like sounds or hardware, even I do have the, you know, Super MIDI pack, which allows me to use the SNES hardware to use. I can use it in Ableton and get SNES sounds, and you're just here because you like music making. I like music too. Music making too. I do. Let's see here. I do Mario Paint composer stuff sometimes, which is not really like, you know, it's a video game, but it's not really used to make video game music, and that's kind of the extent of it. And I do, you know, regular music stuff. I play guitar and I do a little bit of live looping using Ableton and stuff like that. Cardboard looks extra handsome. No, it's literally the exact same cardboard. No. Hi, Don Padre. We need a proper Mario Paint stream sometime once you get yourself a mouse. Yeah, we do have to do that. Maybe I could put that on Throne or something. So, how I got the idea for this stream. The other day, hi Eagle Teeth. Maybe when was it? Last week or the week before? I think it's no, the week before. No, last week. Last week. I had a collab stream with Onolumi, my good friend Onolumi, and we had a collab regarding old PC game magazines. Hi Palette and hello Slinko. And so we were learning about that sort of thing, and there was one that was focused on I believe it was Commodore 64, I believe. But you can correct me if I'm wrong, because my memory is bad. But it was just going into detail about how you program it to make sounds. So what kind of MSX, that was it. So what basically code you have to input to produce a note, and the length of the note, and the pitch of the note, and the octave, and stuff like that. So it was teaching about that in this magazine. And I thought that was super interesting, and since I really never bothered to learn that much about the technical, especially like hardware aspect of video game music, I thought it would be a really interesting topic to learn about, especially since I am very much into making music nowadays, and I don't know, I just find it very fun. No, we never solved that crossword was BS. There's also a lot of other fun stuff. You guys should check out the collab if you haven't. In that magazine, there's like a weirdo test, a test if you're a weirdo. And there was a dumb crossword. Mostly it was just, you know, cool. Just like a cool look into, you know, PC gaming history. It was very fun, but yeah, that's what made me want to learn more about it. Did you pass the test? If I passed, you mean, am I a weirdo? I was like in the middle. We were both in the middle. I was confirmed to be weird, yeah. Did you run the songs from the magazines on an emulator? So in the magazines, if you guys remember, there there wasn't really songs that they had you put in. It was just teaching you how to input notes. The code that they did have is for like games. So they had like a bunch of code typed out that you could use on your like home computer, and then it would produce a game, and then you could play that game. Pretty cool. So that's what the code was. The test was wrong then? Are you saying I'm not a weirdo? Okay, I'll accept it. So that was less related to the music, but the magazines did give me this idea. This is something I've considered learning about for a long time, but hi Coffee Pixel. Oh yeah, these are my teacher glasses. As usual, this presentation started being about one thing, which I was going to look at, you know, ways, whether it be programming or, you know, trackers or things like that, ways that people made video game music. So hi Everfall. So, as usual, this turned into something completely different because I was realizing as I was trying to learn about these ways is that I don't really have the basic knowledge to understand exactly what was going on. So that's kind of what I learned about, just like historically how over time how sound was produced in different video games. So it starts off with like you know, I guess analog stuff, and then goes into digital. It's kind of like just an overview historically, and I have some specific examples, and then I have some fun stuff at the end that we can look at together. That's less, you know, technical, but for the most part, it's pretty technical information in this one, and I did my best to explain it myself, and then or you know, understand it myself, and then explain it in a way that you guys can understand. If you have questions, Ayatemu and I can answer 100%. Cool. Yeah, I'll probably get some stuff wrong. Will this be on the test? There's no test. It's just fun to learn, you know. Every console has a tiny demon trapped inside that vibrates real fast. This makes the music. That's like not... That's not totally wrong. I mean, the demon part is wrong. There's no demon, but... That's, you know, early on, that is how they made the beeps and boops. Sort of. I will teach you about it. Oh, by the way, a while ago, somebody mentioned in my suggestion form a tracker that people use to make like PC game, like DOS game music, or it ran on DOS. And I tried to find that, but I couldn't find exactly what the submission, because it was from a long time ago. I ended up finding a different, well, I don't know if it's different. It might be the same one. I can't remember. I ended up finding something called Fast Tracker that we're gonna look at. So that I can't remember if that's the exact one that was sent to me though. Hi Crystal Ashes, and hello Lole. Oh, I'm so nervous. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Are you ready? 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 Fast Tracker 2 clone is in Windows Store. Oh, cool. I think, let's see. You can run it on DOSBox, maybe? Yeah. Since it is DOS-based. Hi, Espers! Remember the single voice PC speaker in x86 computer? So my DOS games used it when I didn't configure my sound card, and it was weird as heck. Yeah, that's what we're actually going to talk about first. Some people use Scream Tracker. Yeah, those are other ones that I heard of as well. Okay. Alright. I'm ready. You're ready? Let's go. I'm not gonna delay it any longer. Okay. PC speaker. Oh, are my videos gonna load? So, yeah, you guys were talking about the beeps and the boops. This little thing is like a PC speaker. It's not like a PC speaker. It is a PC speaker. I don't know, what's the size of it? It's like the size of like a button cell battery. They're very, very small. This is the beep boops. And actually, someone sent the, maybe it was Marv who sent it, the the Secret of Monkey Island comparison between the different versions. So there was like the PC speaker one, there's like Sound Blaster, MIDI, and then the remake, which would be, I guess, CD audio. So I use that here. Very interesting example. You're looking to get into sound engineering in the future. Some of the stuff that I learned about definitely got into sound engineering as stuff, and that's why it was so difficult for me to try and explain it. But I did my best. So, PC speaker, monophonic, which means it can only output one sound at a time. So later on we're gonna talk about like NES and things like that, where there's multiple channels basically. But for this one, just one sound at a time. Hi Hiders and Deku Fire Mage and Viatori. And this was controlled by the CPU. So the speaker itself, it can only output, you know, like a square wave, which I have a video to show you like the different wave shapes, I guess you call it. Beep and then boop. I think they were called beepers too. I think people call them. I just knew it as the thing in my similarly to what someone in chat described, when I didn't have, you know, the sound configured properly in a game. I would be like, why is the sound coming from like my computer and not my speakers? That's this thing, the PC speaker, and lots of DOS games specifically used it. Here, I'll show you what the square wave looks like and what it sounds like. Are you ready? Meow, meow. Oh, hold on. Let's turn off the BGM. Ah! It's so loud. Okay, that's not correct. The first one you heard was the where was it? Right here, just like for a fraction of a second. No, that's not it. There we go. That's the square wave. Sorry, it's so loud. These kind of presentation ones, the GUI or whatever, the menu on the video doesn't pop up until I play the video. So if it starts very quickly, then you guys are gonna hear a loud noise. A loud noise. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, prepare your ears today. That's probably gonna happen. Probably not gonna be the last time that happens. So the CPU that controlled the speaker, it would be programmed to change the frequency or the width of the wave, and this is pulse width modulation. I'm not gonna play it again, it's so loud, and also it's not even on the correct timestamp anymore, so you guys are just gonna hear a bunch of... So that, what would we describe that as? Is that a beep? Is that a boop? I would say it's somewhere in the middle, probably closer to a boop. You know, right? Would you guys describe that? I feel like it's kind of between... It's more of a boop. You guys like pulse width modulation? I never thought there would be so many people in my in my chat excited about pulse wave modulation. It is really interesting though. So yeah, it would change the frequency or the width of the wave, and that would produce different sounds. And then changing the width, from my understanding of the wave, changes the tone slightly, and then changing the frequency changes the pitch. But because they were controlled by the CPU, it took away, like, I guess, processing power from the CPU, which handles other functions of the game. Sorry, from the CPU. Did I say PCU? From the CPU, which handles other functions of the game. So, not very practical to, like, make entire music, you know, tracks with this. Yeah, I'm nervous. I can't remember what my brain is saying. I'm getting all scrambled. It's okay. I will calm down in a minute. Yeah, oftentimes, so for that reason, it was just limited to sound effects, which I have an example of. And I have an example of music made with it as well. If you guys were here for the BGM stream, you probably understand the Monkey Island one we're about to listen to. This is Wolfenstein. I guess... I think I need to cover the I didn't think about the imagery and Wolfenstein and the implications that that may be for the stream. I don't want to. Susan, Neil, please don't. All we care about is the sounds for the sound effects. Okay, so don't. We don't really need to look at it. I forgot about Wolfenstein. It's all you know, got that stuff in it. Oh, PC sound. Although technically, you know, since it's recorded in YouTube video, technically it's not PC speaker sound. I have no way of actually showing you guys what that actually sounds like because, I mean, unless I had an old PC to just play the sound into my microphone, but I can't do that. Yeah, there's no, you know. It's not Duke Nukem 3D. There's no beautiful ladies in it. Just other things. So that's an example of sound effects. I think Duke Nukem used it as well. For sound effects in Duke Nukem, the original one. So then we have the Secret of Monkey Island. So this is an example of, so you guys heard how it can only produce one sound at a time. But of course, the Secret of Monkey Island theme is like a whole song. So you have, you know, a melody, you have bass, potentially, you know, stuff that you want to sound like percussion and things like that. So the First Samurai is the ultimate PC speaker composition. Ooh, should we listen to that? What do I just search to find that? Just First Samurai PC speaker. But we're going to listen to the Monkey Island one, and you will hear very rudimentary music, but it is recognizable as a Monkey Island theme. Hello, Nameless. So let's listen to that first, and then maybe you can check out the First Samurai. I'm very curious. Oh, do you remember? And the one that made me like almost pee my pants. The you guys remember the one shmup where we talked about if it were Keat Gen music, it would end piracy. That was. I'm pretty sure that must have been no, not the Bad Hanger. I'm pretty sure that must have been PC speaker, although I don't entirely remember because it was only one sound at a time. Xenon 2, that might have been the one, yeah. Alright, let's listen. Ah! So loud. Oh, I loved it. Like, it sounds like the theme. It's recognizable. You can hear cuts between the tones, yeah. So although it's kind of quick, so it kind of has the illusion of multiple things going on at once, it's actually just one sound at a time. Hello, them! You can dance to it! The dancing Spider-Man can dance to it! I'm not gonna bring him back though, don't worry. Hello, them, and hello, Trevor. Hello. Working on the sound limitations to make it sound good is impressive. I love it. I find it so interesting. I wish there was an easy way to like make music with you know, PC speaker music. Cause I want to challenge making a song. You guys remember when I did the 1-bit pixel art where I basically used just 2 colors to make an entire art piece? I want to do that, but with music. Meow, 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 meow. So pretty cool, huh? What was it? The something samurai? I'm trying to find it. Hello, Crash. I'm trying to find when someone mentioned that earlier. The First Samurai. No, the Last Samurai is something else. Wasn't that a ZX Spectrum thing? Or am I crazy? Or is that a ninja? First Samurai, the ultimate PC speaker composition. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Katana means Japanese sword. Alright, hold on. Oh, Commodore 64. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. What they were referring to. There's a version of the Monkey Island for 23 votes. Yeah, there's we listened to in the VGM stream. We listened to a bunch of different versions of it, so I'm not gonna do that today. But first Samurai PC speaker. Let's see. Real, non-emulated. Okay. So they recorded it from their PC speaker. Oh, they did. Ooh. Yeah, this is real fast. Real fast. Oh, it's so cool. Wow. God, it must wow! Sorry for my noises. I'm sure you guys want to just hear this. That's so cool. So I'm curious if anyone knows. Perhaps the person who brought it up knows. Maybe not. I don't know. Would this be would this take a lot of processing power? Is this the situation where most of it would be going to the music itself, or what's the situation here? Oh, so cool. So that doesn't fall into the category of music that makes you uncomfortable? No, I think it sounds it's well integrated. And an i486 should be fine. Huh. Cool. This is 3-channel, not mono speaker. No, someone mentioned this. I didn't say that it was any specific. It doesn't say that it's any specific amount of channels. Just that it's PC speaker music. Although Ayatemu says 1 channel, 50 hertz. Cool. Tim Fallon's ZX Spectrum BP music. Actually, we're gonna look at some Tim Fallon music later. Not PC speaker music though. If we have time at the end, I'm not sure how long this presentation will be. If you guys have any stuff you want to listen to, we can definitely do that at the end. Hi, Yuko. It'd be pretty low weight to store the instructions for this song. I wonder. Earlier I was looking at actually I have this in the slides, the kind of space breakdown. Now this is console. This is not PC, but it was the breakdown of space on the Sonic 3, I think it was Sonic 3 Genesis game, or I guess the ROM. So basically what things took up how much space, and you know, I think it was art. Yes, the one from the Gems video, yes. And the music takes up a significant portion. It's still the smallest, but it's more than you would expect, I think. Meow, 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 meow. The drums and bass are in the odd frames. The melody is on the even frames. Yeah, that's an amazing way to do it. I would think that having sound playing constantly like that would use a lot of processing power, but it seems like it was fine, so. Digital beatboxing. That's a fun way to put it. I try and do that sometimes, you guys know. I try and do like when I was trying to make the Castlevania the one Castlevania song, the Dracula boss fight one, Simon's theme, I think, with my mouth sounds. That's using just one track. I'm just saying nonsense right now, but you know what I mean. It's just my mouth. I only have one sound making. No, that's not true. I can like smack and slap. Never mind. I'm lying. Best version of Simon's theme. Thank you, thank you. I can like clap and that makes drums. I'm totally lying. I can only make one sound from my mouth is the point. Although some people can do. If you watch some of these beatboxing videos, some people can do crazy stuff. It's like they're creating another sound with like the back of their throat. Anyway, that's like off topic. Just you saying beatboxing made me think of that. So yeah, that's early example of making music or PC games. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Birds cheat, they get 2 channels for their voices. Well, some people can do, there's like a certain singing method you can do that has like an overtone as well as like the main tone, but I don't know, you probably have to practice many years to achieve that sort of thing. Alright, on to the next slide. Programmable sound generators. PSG. Oh. So the basic idea is pretty similar to the one we just looked at, the CPU one, but it runs independently from the CPU, so it takes load off the you know, processing power. Yeah, it was so complicated, but I don't think. All I can say is I am grateful for the tools we have nowadays. Yeah, otherwise known as the Pussyga. Death metal folks share some traits with throat singing. Very interesting. Oh, that makes sense because it's like growly. CPUs can only do one instruction at a time, and signaling sound counts as one instruction. What you need is a CPU with high frequency, more instructions per second to not slow down the software. Thank you, Gildrian. So yeah, unlike the CPU speaker, the sorry, I'm just combining. I'm just doing that thing I do with ASMR where I say ASMR instead. Functions independently from the CPU, unlike the CPU speaker, and it has more options for making sounds because of this. So slightly more sophisticated. So it produced multiple voices, multiple waveforms like sine, saw, square, and triangle. Although the NES, I have an example of the DuckTales, the moon theme. The NES did not have the which one was it? Saw? Which one was it? The NES, I have it written down here, hold on. So yeah, the PC speakers had pulse width modulation, so you can modify the sounds of these waveforms too in the same way to make a larger variety of sound within those waves. And there was also a noise channel, unlike the PC speaker. So it's used for like percussion and sound effects. So I have an example here about the difference between, you know, a tone and what's considered noise. So the noise is more random and like erratic. So the tone at the bottom has like a consistent width and height, but the one at the top is random, and it just kind of makes like a. It's used for like percussion and sound effects, you know, like stuff like that. Those waveforms look pretty clean in the image, but the signal coming out of the actual chip could be pretty scuffed. Yeah, this is just I believe people use some like software that they made or that somebody else made to visualize it, which I just wanted to show you guys the extent of like how many channels there are and what the waves look like as they're coming out. It's very interesting. And some of these chips, they would allow you to change the output on the fly, so that basically gives the illusion that there's more sounds and voices going on at one time. And a good example of that is the Commodore 64. So it has this MOS technology 6581. I'm talking like I know. I know what I'm talking about with these sound devices. It's just the name of the. It's called a sound interface device. Or sound, I guess a sound chip, you know. Like Tim Fallon had his legendary Pictionary theme on the NES. Yeah, the NES could do some cool stuff. It could do some cool stuff, and actually, I'm gonna talk about it a little bit later. The NES did have one sample channel, which hardly ever got used, but so to give you guys an example, the NES uses programmable sound generation and a chip. which was there were games that extended this using an additional sound chip inside of the cartridge. But the NES one had 4 channels, so there were 2 square waves, 1 triangle, and there was 1 for noise, and there was also 1 for samples. NES can technically do saws if you use amplitude modulation. Now that's not something I learned about. Is this like audio engineer level of now who used that? Maybe we can listen to one. So I have 2 videos where we can see the different channels. So one of them is the moon from DuckTales. I tried to pick one that I thought a lot of people would know. Everyone knows the moon theme from DuckTales, right? You know. What's the difference between width modulation and amplitude modulation? I also want to know. Yeah, you guys all know that one, right? We'll listen to it. So if you look at the shapes of the wave, they change in the width and the frequency, but they never change in the shape in this song. Hold on. Let's turn off the BGM, the big here we go. Oh, and I just had a picture of the sound chip as well because I thought, why not? It's interesting enough. This little chip. So these are the 2 square waves and the triangle, and then this one's noise, which is gonna end up being percussion. So you can see the shape in each one is always staying the same. But it does get wider. But it's always the square, triangle, and noise. Oh, I love it. Here we go. Pulse width modulation changes the width of the pulse each frame, while amplitude modulation pushes the volume fade envelope so hard that it becomes a tone based off of the volume. Oh. Certain Famicom cartridges have extra instruments like Konami's VRC6. Sadly, they were forbidden on the NES. Why? Why were they illegal? I assume width is the frequency and height is the amplitude. Capcom was always great with the sound design for the noise channel. No DPCM samples required for percussion. Yeah, it sounds great. NES video is using a modified version of the triangle wave instead of the triangle from the actual NES. Yeah, this is, he mentions that it's like, it's just a replication. So it's not 1-to-1. I just use these videos to give you guys an example of what it looks like when they're kind of becoming wider, you know. And then I have one from Commodore 64. So interesting thing. Hold on. BGM back on until I'm done explaining this. This is the same view. And you'll see the individual channels are able to change shape on the fly. Whereas the NES was, you know, the 2 channels were always a square wave. There's always a triangle. These ones can change on the fly. And actually, the Commodore 64 only had 3 channels, which is 1 less than the NES. But the ability to change the shape on the fly makes it sound like there's more voices or instruments happening at one time. So you can see they're both 8-bit, but the ability to make sound and music for them is very, very different. So let's listen. Gotta go for a while. See you, Pensive. Oh, I have to turn off my... Why did I turn my BGM for such a short time? You have the coolest stream. I just hope I'm explaining everything okay. People in the chat are chiming in with more information, which is great. I'm not like an audio engineer, so this stuff is hard for me to to wrap my head around, but it was very fun to learn about. I just hope I'm not misleading you guys. It's very layman's overview. Alright. Also, and look. The important thing is to watch it. To see the different shapes. Why, oh god, you don't like it? I think it sounds amazing. It's so good! I remember, for one of the VGM listen-alongs, I don't remember what it was. So one of you guys sent me a song that was made with, it was made with, Commodore 64, I believe. And it was very scary. It, like, scared me. It was like a musical adventure. It was like a psychedelic experience. I don't know how to describe it. Does anyone remember what that was? So you can see visually, there's a lot more going on than with the NES one. Commodore 64, they used a mix of both analog and digital tech on their chips. This tech doesn't exist anymore, so it's impossible to recreate a one-to-one copy of this chip today. Oh no. The Parallax theme! Yeah, that was the one! I'm pretty sure. That was so scary. But it was cool. It like made me feel a lot of things, but it was very scary. This is so fighting and hacking in the cyber world kind of beat. It's epic. Although, Commando, I don't think that's the type of game Commando is, but the early mixed analog digital chips also tended to sound different between revisions. C64 games have great title themes. Shame almost none of them have stage music. That is a shame. So it's just like sound effects. I need to play some. Actually, you guys. I have the Commodore 64 Mini, so we should play some soon. We should. We can have a actually. Hi FCN and hello hello Liquid Cat. So you can play some of them soon. That'll be fun. Maybe next week if I can remember and if there's time. Have you missed much? Sort of. No, I didn't buy a Commodore 64. I have a Commodore 64 Mini, which was gifted to me by someone on Throne. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm really excited. I wanna use that soon. The only like old home computer I have is I have a VIC-20, Commodore VIC-20. Doesn't work. I need to replace some kind of chip. Sadly, it's very sad. I want to make it work someday. Although I only have one game for it. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 meow. Get an MSX2 Plus. Yeah, I wanna look. I don't know enough about home computers like to I don't have that much knowledge. I feel like to be getting them. I just happened to come across the VIC-20 at an antique store. I need to learn more, but I would like to learn more about it and get more. Okay. Let's start the BGM again. Meow, meow, meow. So yeah, that was kind of, that's a programmable sound generator, and that was just kind of give you an example of two things that can play games and play music that seem on their face quite similar, but they can produce very, very different sounds. So cool. All right. Frequency modulation. Now this is where I started researching this part of the presentation, and I was like, whoa, baby, that is confusing. It's very, very complicated. So this is things like AdLib and Sound Blaster use FM synthesis. It's complicated. It's complicated to describe what's going on with the sound waves. Very complicated. I'm gonna give my best explanation. Hi, Nugget. So you've already learned about sine waves and junk, you know. FM is frequency modulation. Frequency modulation. So we're modulating the frequencies. We already learned about sine waves and you know what they look like, and this method of making music expands on that. So it takes these basic waves and it does this digitally, whereas the PC speaker method, for example, is, you know, they're modulated in an analog fashion, I guess is the best way to describe it. And it modifies them using another waveform to create more complex sounds, more complex waveforms, which is done in a number of ways. So the image here, you can see the sine wave being modulated into a more complex sound. So this is the carrier, then the modulator, and then it becomes this. And this involves a lot of math. This involves a lot of math, and it's very, very technical. So I can look at it and be like, oh yeah, those two going together, it looks like it can make that, but I can't explain it, you know. The entire frequency modulation is hardware level stuff that only computer engineers understand. Right, that's why I mentioned I was just gonna give a very basic overview. Yuzo Koshiro is one of the greatest FM synth masters, Toya says. You're wearing your Yamaha hat. Do you really have a Yamaha hat? That's so cool. Math is math, yeah. I assume this is all linear wave interaction and there's no kooky non-linear stuff happening because it sounds complicated. It gets even more complicated than this. Hi, Jembre. It gets even more complicated than this, so I cannot explain this as well as I would like to because I don't quite understand it myself. And it involves lots of math, and it's actually, I think, is even used. It's not even just related to sound, as far as I understand. But I'm not gonna get into it much more than that because I don't know. Very, very complicated. Which I feel almost bad including this when you know, not understanding so much, but it's a very important part of like video game music history, so I wanted to include it. Frequency modulation is used in a lot of other things. Like I've heard that, but like what else is it used for? I must know. Is it like microwaves? Microwaves? Is it used for things not related to sound? In radios, but that's now, so in radios, is it, I'm about to sound so dumb. It's how the sound is carried rather than how the sound is produced. Is that? I know there's a lot of waves. I'm emitting waves right now. I don't know what kind. I'm emitting stink waves. Glad people know who I was talking about. Koshiro sometimes collects genuine hardware to make music with. He's got a genuine YM215 on a little while back. That's correct? Really? I thought it was just gonna sound so dumb! Stink wave. Stink one? No, I'm just kidding. I don't stink today, you guys. I'm kidding. The grass wave. I can't believe I can't believe I just guessed and it was correct. Carrier is carrier. I guess it's kind of straightforward. Dreamwaves. Modulated frequencies are in all electronics. My telephone. My telephone. Okay, so it's not just sound. Very fascinating. Little stank. Hi, Mitchell. So okay. Now, when we talk about PC music, things like Adlib versus Sound Blaster, these can do the same modulation. However, Sound Blaster has additionally has PCM playback, which, to my understanding, I'm gonna be saying this a lot. To my understanding, and correct me if I'm wrong, it takes an audio sample and converts that to digital to closely reproduce the sound, which then gets modulated further. Okay, so I have found this video. I think it's easier to to visualize, to look at the visuals rather than for me to explain what's happening. This video helped me a lot. The most basic example, and it really was the most basic example, when I looked for information about FM synthesis on YouTube, it was a lot of people. I guess they were like tutors or something. You know, they were like teachers or like teaching assistants or something like that, and they were all like writing. They were like drawing pictures on paper of this concept, and I was like, that's too much for me. No, I'm not. Like tutors, like school. Adlib versus Sound Blaster is OPL 2 versus OPL 3. OPL 3 has twice the channels and more sign adjacent shapes. There you go. Tutors. How do you spell it? Sound Blaster reminds me of blast processing, and therefore is awesome. All right, so let's watch this, the most basic example, and I really believe that this is the most basic example. I did used to be a tutor, yeah. I did used to be a tutor, but not that kind of tutor, like a school tutor. Stop. Okay, listen, and watch it. Again, it's important to watch it. So it's going really, really, really fast. It's gonna go really, really fast. And because it's going so fast, it changes the sound completely. Oh. Cool. It's science. Can it fart though? Just wait. It's about to. You ready? Yeah, there's the fart! Yeah! My favorite! Okay, now it's lasers and not fart. It's only farty for like a fraction of a second. I love that farty sound. And then back to the start. Cool, huh? It's just it's just visually interesting to watch. It's laser fart. Sorry to describe everything as farty, you guys, but I mean, when something's farty, it's farty. I don't make the rules. I just report. I just report them. Just enforce them. The sound the alien mouse ships make when you're walking around after they abduct you. I feel like it's as they're abducting you. It's like the entire abduction process. PC88 and PC98 are some examples of hardware with a lot of FM synth. The most iterations have both a Yamaha FM sound chip. Most iterations of both had Yamaha FM sound chip on it. Yuzo Koshiro even used a real PC8801 to compose Etri and Odyssey music. Let's listen. Actually, we might have listened to this at some point. I wanted to look up Yuzo Koshiro. We definitely listened to some in the last, or maybe the one before that. VGM Listen Along. Yuzo Koshiro. I don't remember what song it was though. What's a good one to go for? I think the one we listened to was Etri and Odyssey, yeah. What can we listen to? Yuzo Koshiro. Bam 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 bam. What about Misty Blue, you guys? Misty Blue. Cosmic Cycle. Okay. Let's listen. Ah! This is not the right sound. This is not the right song. Begin is what we want. Oh, that's real smooth. Oh! It is beautiful. Smooth Castlevania music. Why Castlevania? I don't know if I get Castlevania at all from it. Yeah, this is like driving along the beach. It's as smooth as whiskey. What is yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely getting more static, more restart vibes if we're talking about console, comparing it to console music. Alright, cool. I'm not gonna listen to a bunch of VGM today, you guys. I just wanted to, when specific examples come up that interest me, I wanna take a look. Alright, so now we are transitioning into some more modern, more complicated. See, I feel like I have a good flow to this presentation. That's the one thing that I'm like very pleased about that I did with this presentation. I feel like things proceed in a logical manner. So that's what I'm happy about. So next we're gonna talk about I feel like I'm kind of blasting through this. Just not good. Oh no, we've already been going for an hour. Never mind. Never mind. Sampling. So this one, this slide has some cool stuff. So speaking of samples, sampling is another way video game music was made. I'm sound blasting the presentation. I am. So this was prominent around the SNES and Genesis generation. So Genesis was able to utilize samples, and it also used the aforementioned FM synthesis. But from my understanding, the SNES is entirely sample-based audio. So this is sound that's recorded often from real instruments and is converted to a digital signal, and then that can be modified. It's stored in the internal memory of the game. So converting sound this way can produce sound that's, you know, close to it's higher quality. It's high quality. The wavetable, we're gonna get into that in a second. Because of space limitations on the SNES, it was easier to record a single short sound and then modify it to create differences in pitch and time. So, you know, theoretically, you could play each key on a piano or a keyboard individually, and you could record those, and those could each be individual samples, and that might sound more realistic. But because of space limitations, it was easier to record a just a single sample, and then use that as many times as possible, and then you could modify the you can modify the way it sounded, you can modify the pitch and the time, the kind of speed of it. So this video has an example of some of the classic SNES samples isolated, although it is a video of the fast tracker. This is just to show you guys what it sounds like. So this is from Denki King Country. Denki King. Although it is using the fast tracker, which is a DOS tracker. The sounds are what's important here. Actually, I could have done this myself if I set up my Super MIDI pack, but that's a lot of work. And this was the best example of this I can find. So sorry I could not find the isolated SNES sounds, or I didn't think to hook up my Super MIDI pack. That would have been cool. Oh, GF says, can someone explain to me what the MT32 is and why people get mad when I say it's sample-based synthesis? I feel like there actually, unironically, is people in chat who can explain that. Ayatemu says it is a sample-based synthesizer, so I don't know why people will get mad at you. What else would it? MT32. Let me look it up. Oh yeah, why is Tifa here? They get mad at you in what respect? What do they say? Meow, 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 meow. Hello Rain. Still an hour off at the stream start. Yeah, actually we've gone through a lot of stuff so far. We're kind of zooming through this one. Yeah, what do they say? They're like, no, it's not, and then no further explanation. Did you ever probe them on like why they feel this is the case? Probably nitpicking. Probably. What on earth would Nibbles or Zop do on the left column buttons? In that first video, wait, where you see Nibbles and Zop? Nibbles. Oh yeah, Nibbles Zop. It's a MIDI device. Strictly speaking, all MIDI is sample-based synthesis. You can't always upload your own samples, which is an important distinction. But, you know, it still uses samples. That's so weird. Did you ever probe that? No, like probe their brains, you know. Yeah, why zip and not zap and zop? It says Zop. It says Zop and there's Nibbles. Now, I don't know if anyone knows what that is. Yeah, about, Nibbles, Zop, Trim, Extend, like, Transpose. All the other ones are normal, but what the heck? Please someone, I'm so curious. Wait, let me Google. Fast Tracker Zop. That's what I'm gonna Google. Fast Tracker to Zop. No, not zip, Google. I typed Zop. No, I didn't mean zip. Okay, let's do Nibbles. Program also features a little Nibbles clone. Oh. And in software documentation for all of its features. So it's the game Snake. You can press that button. It's the Doug button, basically, you know. I guess Zop is probably something similar. It's the Doug button. You press that button and it Dougs, you know. A nibble is a half. Is that true? I believe that. These are both a 7-year-old child and a 27-year-old audio engineer by Google. No, it says Zop. That must be another game. Only Nibbles is a game? Okay. Where maybe it is Zap. Anyway. So, technically, interestingly, the NES was also capable of playing samples in one of its channels, like I mentioned earlier, but it required a large portion of space, and since, you know, the NES had less space to utilize in general, there's not many games that use this, although I do have a video of some of those sounds isolated. Mario used a lot of them. And there we go, that's the actual song playing. Interesting, huh? So something you don't hear that often on the NES, but I just thought that was cool that it has a rarely utilized sample channel. Fascinating. And then I'll also keep my BGM off for now. So, what about sounds produced on the SNES, since we know it only utilizes samples? What about those sounds that sound like beeps and boops, as if, you know, it's like a computerized sound? As if it doesn't sound like an instrument. It's beepy and boopy. It sounds, you know, closer to the NES. There is examples of this. How is this done? It can't do FM synthesis. Okay. How? Actually, my notes here are out of order. So I'm just gonna copy this part and then we're gonna go to the next slide. I figured just sampled synths. Well, sort of. The next slide explains this, but I'm just going to do a little diatribe on MIDI since my notes are out of order. So on the subject of samples still, we were just talking about MIDI in the chat. And a common way for samples to be played back is through MIDI, which is the current standard still used today. So MIDI is basically a set of instructions. It indicates things like pitch, tempo, velocity. There's all kinds of different parameters that it indicates, and it can be controlled with a MIDI controlling device. It can interface with different tracking and different software. So it lets you modify the sounds in many new ways. And I have an example of the Tyrian music, which I played on stream before, which used the Roland SC55 sound card, which is apparently the first sound card to use the MIDI format. Apparently. So we're gonna listen. I love Tyrian music so much. Come on. It's so epic! God, playing this game was such an adventure. Did I ever finish it? I don't remember if I ever got to the end of Tyrian. So good! Yeah, the hot dog game. That game was so fun to play. There's so many like little tidbits in terms of like it's from Tyrian, a DOS game. In terms of like the lore of Tyrian. I mean, obviously it was fun to play, although people say it's like kind of like a bad shmup, I guess. Like it's not that difficult, but yeah, the game had a great sense of humor, great lore, great music, great visuals. Did you know there's a second game hidden in Tyrian? Did I know that? Are we talking about... I did some kind of secret hot dog mission or something. something. There was some kind of weird, crazy, strange thing that I did. But I can't remember. It was like food related. Oh, it was like an endless... There's a Scorched Earth game too. There's so much stuff hidden in Tyrian. That game's so cool. It would get boring if bullet hells were all they were. I had a lot of fun playing it. It was a lot of fun to look at, a lot of fun to play. Music was great. I just really enjoyed it. Mystery hot dog? Yeah, there was like a hot dog element in Tyrian somehow. Tyrian is amazing because it was when YouTube recommended me your channel. Oh! I'm so happy. Yeah, if I haven't finished it, I guess I should go back to it at some point. Now, Descent, I don't think I finished it. It's a great game for newbie shooter lovers. Now, that's a kind way to put it. Oh yeah, the carrot ship. Why is there so much food? You remember the controls being a bit awkward? In Tyrian, I don't think I had trouble with the controls personally. Alright. Yeah, so now that I went on my little detour about MIDIs, we're gonna talk about what about those sounds on the SNES that sound computery. Which is when we get into wavetable synthesis. So we're gonna listen to Pokey Means Business. Now, this one was difficult to research, difficult to find information about. So if anything's inaccurate, please feel free to correct me. So Pokey Means Business. So this is Earthbound. We listened to this on the boss theme. Listen along. And it's very unique song on the SNES. Wavetable is a term that is grossly misunderstood and widely misused. Yeah, I kind of got the indication of that when I was researching for this particular part. So I may also be understanding it because it was hard to find information on, and there's a lot of conflicting information. So let's listen. We have to wait for the drop. Oh, something in my eye. Crazy. Okay. So, this is not a wave table, but rather, it's kind of an example of the beginnings of a wave table, I guess. So, it's just one piece of a wave table. So, how is it possible that we got the NES kind of sounds produced here? So it is possible to reproduce these bloopy NES computerized sounds on the SNES. So let's say you have a tiny chunk of a waveform, like a single, like, you know, I showed you guys the triangle waveform earlier, and you know, it's a bunch of triangles all in a row. Imagine if you just take one of these triangles and recorded it, and then you play these back to back, and that basically recreates the NES sounds, because it kind of, at the end of the day, the wave looks the same, so it's gonna sound the same even though it's produced in a different way, is my understanding. They're all sampled because the SNES cannot do anything except for sample-based synthesis. Yes, that's what I mentioned earlier. Check out coloring from Space Mambo for wavetable. So I was actually trying to look for a good example. So we will probably listen to that. I chose the clock boss sound because I think one of these sounds uses a wavetable. But we'll watch that in a minute. The table part comes in where you have multiple of these samples, and again, it's very complicated. I had to look at an image to try and visualize it, but you cycle through this table of samples while the note is being played, and it gives it more of a varied sound. So this is how, despite only using samples, the SNES can have some of these more computerized sounding music. It doesn't just sound like real instruments. So specifically what I understand to be a wave table is the you're gonna be looking at the left hand middle waveform on the Plock Boss Music video. So there's a table of waveforms of a single sample modified that are looping through on that single channel. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys who don't understand it? To you guys who do understand it? Am I explaining it correctly? Okay, let's listen. Although we listened to the Plock Boss even a million times, but again, the important thing is to listen and to look. We have to look at the... We have to look. Ah! This one right here. And then we're going to listen to the example that somebody else gave. Coloring from Space Mambo. Wow, ow. Why is it so spooky? Because it's a boss theme and it's from Clock. Do you remember when I faced this boss and then I was like, oh, thank God it's over. And then I got to boss and it was two of them. So rude. Okay. Now... let's take a look at Space Mambo coloring. This is... Hold on, I have to reposition myself here. You missed that stream? Oh no, that's okay. That's okay if you weren't there. Pigments has a wavetable synth built into it. Yeah, I use Pigments a lot, and I'm like just starting to learn how to use that portion of Pigments. 2 is the first boss you beat them or they're free. Anyway, the amount of bosses increased. All right, hold on here. Space Mambo from MSX. Let's listen. Coloring. Oh, do I want? I see SCC data range. I'm assuming I just want this one that just says coloring. I guess we're not really gonna be able to, Oh. I don't know if we're gonna be able to, you know... Obviously, we can't visualize where the wavetable is, but this is just a cool song. Ooh! I love it. This is coloring from Space Mambo. This is so nice. What is this, shmup? I don't know Space Mambo. Space Mambo. Horizontal shmup. Oh, it looks so cool! Oh my god, this face! Oh my god, it looks amazing. Why is the music so chill for... What is this? The freaking, Miami, flying along the beach level of Space Mambo. Why is it so... Why is it so smooth? You can hear the mamba, bamba, 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 bamba. Hello, Chester. Because Sega. Wait, Sega? Why because Sega? It's a remix of the stage 1 music. It's so nice. I miss Konami shmups. I wish I could do another Parodius. I wanna play all the shmups, but unfortunately they're not that great for streaming. For me. I'm sure some people can do it, but it's hard for me to play a game well and also stream at the same time. Play a shmup well and stream at the same time. Hard to focus, yeah. Shmups are great for streaming. I mean, I'm sure, you know, it might be entertaining, but it's hard for me. You understand what I mean? It's hard for my brain. It's a lot to focus on. Just have to ignore chat while playing. Yeah, but that's so fun. Alright. Okay, so not great for you since you want to be interactive with chat too. It's just a lot. It's just a lot for my brain. It's not that it's not fun to watch. It's that it's a lot for my brain to process all at once. I can only focus on one thing at a time. Alright. And next we have, so kind of completing the evolution. Obviously, I'm sure there's a significant amount of smaller things I have left out. This is just kind of an overview. And then we're gonna look at some cool, fun stuff after this. So, CD audio. Oh, there we go. So, eventually, as we know, as you can imagine. Storage size was less of an issue, so you could store the entire audio for a song. So I picked what I thought was an interesting example of this, which is just the PlayStation 1. I thought it was an interesting example of the shift between audio formats. Final Fantasy 7 didn't use CD audio. That's exactly why I have it here. Just let me explain. So yeah, Sasuga Sony. So PlayStation natively supported MIDI. A more sophisticated, had a more sophisticated version of PCM with many sound channels, and in addition to that, it could play CD audio, but this required a larger amount of space, as you can imagine. So some games still opted to use MIDI, and that's why I have Final Fantasy 7 here. So for example, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, it has music from actual bands. So let's listen to it. We're gonna listen to like a couple seconds. I don't know if I'm gonna get bonked for listening to this. Probably, but I want to listen to the one song. This one. Yeah, that's why we're gonna listen to exactly that much of music. No, it's like a second. We're not gonna get bonked for a second. I don't think so. But if we do, I will just have to cut. I would just have to mute a second out of the VOD, so it won't be a big deal either way. Thanks for 1.5 seconds. Yeah, be cool, Neil. No. I'll just mute the one part if we need to. Sounds like something I would hear inside of a dentist waiting room. Every second of you getting muted is a big deal, though. But I'm not speaking in that. It's just music. It's just a second of music. The lawyers are looking in the skies overhead. I think it's fine. I think I can play like 3 seconds or something before they start being able to content ID you. Just before the wisdom teeth removal. What did someone say once? Scott is like when you're a kid and you got when you're a kid and you get you just found out you're having chicken nuggies for dinner. What is it? When you're a kid and you find out SpaghettiOs and your mom lets you order mozzarella sticks. When the spaghetti, when your mom says you can make the SpaghettiOs that are in the cupboard, extra mozzarella sticks. Someone got a vid stuck for like 5 seconds for something. I didn't play 5 seconds though. I played like a second. So, on the flip side, which is why PlayStation is interesting to me, is that it still allowed you to do MIDI stuff. Yeah, it was like half a second. When you find McDonald's money in your mom's drawer. when it's November and you find a chocolate egg that was hidden around the house at Easter time. So that's why I have Final Fantasy 7 here. And of course, Final Fantasy 7 is multiple discs. It's a huge game, so it needs to save space wherever possible. So now, it makes sense that the music is this rather than CD music. When you find where your parents hid the Christmas presents. Meow. PC Engine CD-ROM games often use CD audio, partially because the data tracks for the system were compact and the CD offered a lot of space that would be otherwise wasted. Oh, that's like the opposite of what's going on here. Listen to that classic MIDI sound. Feels like a college course in the best way possible. I will just say, I found like a syllabus for a college course about like online while I was researching this. I found a syllabus for a like history of video game music. course. I don't know whether it was like some I don't know if it was college, university, high school, or whatever, what the situation was, but it was lame. That's what I gotta say. It was lame. So sorry to whichever professor that is. I hope you're not here watching my stream, but you were not very helpful. College course about history of video game music sounds fun. Guess I went to college too early. Yeah, I mean, it's fun if you actually learn about the thing that they're telling you you're gonna learn about. We should get taken that as elective instead. Yeah, it definitely would be better than art history, I feel like. Or more interesting anyway. Shut up, Johan, it's not your lecture. Chances that he's watching your stream are actually kind of high. Oh god. Koshi. I know there's literally one at minimum there's exactly one professor in my chat, so so now I'm scared. I'm sorry, it was cool, it just wasn't what I was looking for. Okay. You haven't taught video game music, okay. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, nowadays, our computers that I'm aware of. That's what I'm saying. We'll go through pixel art history course. Oh, that'd be fun. Just blame Buckles. The Buckles made me say that. You're a wait, are you a literal professor, Jamal? Are you an actual factual professor? I thought it was just a meme for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. For some reason, when I see people put professor in their, You're not! Okay, well, what the heck? 2 professors, 10 teaching assistants, 500 students, and a dean all watch your stream. Don't say that. There's a lot of students. I did get trolled. Don't fake it. Don't trick me. Professor watching multiple VTubers. Nobody can watch more than me. You guys are silly. So yeah. Our PCs and stuff nowadays, as far as I know, maybe I'm wrong though, don't have the ability to natively do FM synthesis or pulse modulation. So even games that have music that sound like they use this are just, you know, at the end of the day, a wave or, you know, a MP3 file or whatever, which I guess is technically CD audio, you know. I feel like when a lot of the time too people say I act like it. How do you act like a professor? I had a professor in university that stuck out to me because he wore Hawaiian shirts a lot. Quake is another good example of CD audio. You brought Trent Reznor album and got Quake. That only took 74 megabytes of space. Wait, Quake came with the album or the album came with Quake? Which one? Okay, now we're gonna look at some fun stuff. Okay, are you guys ready for some interesting, just fun stuff that I just kind of found and I added on because I was like, this is cool. I wanted to. This was kind of gonna be the Trent Reznor. This was kind of be the original intent of the presentation, but then I found I couldn't really. It was gonna be kind of hard to talk about some of this stuff without having the basics, so I just kind of, it's just a little bonus Jonas, you know. Voice synthesis. So this is very cool. We're just gonna listen to and learn about some fun stuff. Now that most of the technical stuff is out of the way, and voice synthesis. That's what we're gonna learn about. Yeah, I have an LGR video. Actually, he has a really cool piece of hardware. Really interesting piece of hardware that I could not find information on how it works, but it sounds so cool. Yeah, Sinister. So first we have arcade games, which in the case of arcade games, they would be cleverly using pulse modulation and, you know, similar analog methods of creating sound to emulate human speech. So it's not okay, well, we'll listen to Berserk first, because that has the emulation of human speech down. Modern PC motherboards have PC speaker headers. Furnace Tracker can take advantage of them. So, I want to try it. How would we do that? You guys wouldn't be able to hear, though. I guess I'll just try it on my own. Alright. So, let's look at Berserk. I think we watched this Berserk video at one point to hear these sound effects, but I could be wrong. for... There we go.
Intruders are humanoid must not escape.
I can't even understand what he's saying. Something about humanoid charging. Intruder.
Yes, intruder.
Something intruder.
Intruder alert, intruder alert. The humanoid must not escape.
The humanoid must not escape. That's amazing. How the heck do they do that? That's amazing.
Attack the humanoid.
Attack the humanoid. Imagine hearing this in... This was 1980, I believe. I believe. 80... Berserk is 80, and then Sinistar is 83. I think. Imagine hearing that in 1980, a voice coming out of your video game arcade cabinet. It would be so epic. Oh, Ayatemu says TMS 5220 is the chip they used. Wasn't B-17 Bomber on Intellivision? I have the IntelliVoice module one here as well. So here's the Sinistar one. So the Sinistar one is slightly different. It is an actual guy talking, and then it was decoded using something called... Are you ready? HC55516 CVSD decoder. Voices in video games, crazy. Back in 1980, it would have been so crazy. 40 years ago. Only 40 years ago. Yeah, you know the HC55516 CV. Some people in the chat probably unironically know what that is, but it converted the speech into data that the game could use. So that's what Sinistar is.
I am Sinistar. Beware, I live. Run, run, run.
I
Beware,
am Sinistar.
coward. Run,
Beware, coward. I hunger. I am Sinistar. So imagine the different. Okay, so we have in 1980 we have Berserk, which sounds like this, and then 3 years later, in 1983, we have this.
Beware, I live. Run, run, run.
Run, run, run!
Run, coward.
I love this scream at the end. Most arcades use text-to-instrument synth chips the same or similar to the ones in the text-to-speech toy. Oh, the ones where you like type in the thing and it like doesn't, it like scrolls across the screen and you better watch out. You better watch out. The sound of a buckle being finished. Run, coward, run, run. Okay, and then someone mentioned this earlier, the IntelliVoice module. So it was like an add-on for the Intellivision, you know, the Intellivision console that would add voices. Very, very. This sounds more similar to the Berserk rather than the Sinistar. Did you have a speak and spell as a kid? I think either I had one or like my neighbor had one or something, because I definitely used it at some point. All right, let's listen. This is Bomb Squad.
Bomb Squad.
Daytona USA's arcade music is a funny example of voice. Really? Oh, what do I search to? What can I search to find a good example of that?
This second, this first, this third.
Sorry, I was kind of talking over it. It'll do it. It'll be more though.
Left more, right more, up more.
Left 4. Up.
Down more, left more, left more. Left more.
Left 4.
Wrong part.
Wrong part! How stressful. you guys heard what it sounds like. And then lastly, I just included this, you know, an example of a similar thing, but for PC. This is the Deck Talk with some very Microsoft Sam-esque voice synthesis, and this is where I do my Microsoft Sam impression. Can I? Can I? Ayo! John Madden. Okay, okay, what should I say? What should I say? Give me a line, give me a lines, give me a lines, give me a lines. Sorry. Give me a line to say. I'll do it in my Microsoft Sam voice. Microsoft Omni. Okay, you're finished, Bucko? Okay.
You're finished, Bucko.
I'm not gonna say hello.
Bucko love.
Just sound like it. Did it sound like it?
Ayo.
Brr.
Let's have a hug, Bucko.
It sounds correct, right? I'm so amazing. Okay, let's listen. Now that that's out of the way.
And we'll do a space and then have.
Let's watch
Betty
LDR.
say something.
This is Deck Talk Betty and I have no soul.
So there's Deck Talk
This
Betty.
is Deck Talk Betty and I have
now
no
if we want
soul.
to do in K, this will be the Deck Talk Kid.
My mom messed up Baby's robot kid thing and I will eat your soul.
Pretty creepy.
And I'll eat
And there's
your
a whole bunch of these
soul.
other ones in here. Like, what is this? Rita, I believe.
Get a load
There's
of
R
this.
here.
My name is Rita Robot something or other and I want to destroy humanity.
So this
for
thing
my
is like
own
an add-on to
food
your
on
PC,
purpose
and it's its own
So there's
you know, the
that.
speaker is
There's a
contained
whole bunch
within
of
it.
voices in here. Let me go look at the manual or the PDF. So yeah, here is a PDF of the DTC01 manual.
So thank you, LGR. Apparently that was $1,200 back in the day, or maybe he bought it for $1,200. I don't know. The Arcade Cycle Soldier theme is the first game to sing to you. Feel my Arcade Cycle Soldier theme. Okay, let's listen to that. It's singing with a voice synthesis. You're allowed to say heck in my chat, tasty snacks. That's okay. You're allowed to say any curse. I just don't really curse. Cycle Soldier theme arcade. You know, perfect voice synthesis down in the most subtle. It's scary. It's scary. I see Japanese theme. Oh, my cats are meowing. Or one of them is. Is this it? Meow! Hello to nothing. No singing yet. Oh! Oh my god! She has such a lovely voice too! Hashiru. I can understand it too! 今はもう青空見えないけど I don't know what that is. Psycho Soldier. Yeah! Oh my god, this is so cool! What? What year is this? 1986. 1986. Oh, fire! All of Daytona USA's original arcade OST uses voice synthesis. The attract mode should be a clear example. Okay, let's take a look. That's so cool. I want to cover that song now. Daytona, let's go to where? Daytona. You guys are supposed to be listening to it, and I cannot. Sounds like samples. Daytona. Wee. Wee. Yes, it is samples. Okay. I was like, am I crazy? Very, very like short, choppy samples. Remember when I sang that at karaoke? We hey ye. We hey ye. Anyway, voice synthesis. That was that got us onto a bit of a tangent for voice synthesis. If you compare it to other versions of the song from the Sega Saturn and onwards, which are CD recordings, the original arcade music samples can sound odd. Yeah, that makes sense. They're very, very short samples. SNK remade the Psycho Soldier theme for King of Fighters 96 for an arranged version with clear lyrics, but that was just Red Book. I like the fuzzy lyrics. I love it. Sonic CD part music, task music has some jamming samples too. Yeah. Woo! Wow. Woo! Wow. There's a Tails game on Super Famicom with complete vocal song. I love it. Can AI voice nowadays be considered voice synthesis? I choose no. I don't know the actual answer, but I choose the answer no. Okay. Yeah. And now moving on to... So this is something that somebody just sent to me and I thought was really interesting. So, there's a whole video specifically about gems and exactly what it... Yeah, I make the laws here and I chose no. It's law. Sorry, I'm just repositioning myself here. So, a sound program. So, a piece of software that allowed people to more easily produce music for the Genesis. I guess it was technically marketed specifically or maybe even exclusively to Western, people who are making games. I bet whoever sent it to you is very cool and handsome and everyone loves him. And was it you who shook their house? Is that what you're getting at here? Thank you. Thank you for sending this. It's very interesting. So it could communicate directly with the game and it could change the sounds based on in-game events, which is super interesting. So it's like dynamic in that way. There's a bunch of games that used it. Lots of sports games used it. Pictionary, Jeopardy, Echo, and the sequel and Echo Junior apparently all use it. People use a lot of the default sounds and gave it a bad reputation, even though it's a great tool. Yeah, there is default sounds that you can use built into it, but there's also the ability to create sounds where, if you guys want to watch the full video by GST is the name of the channel. It has some really interesting information. I don't go into all of that. I just wanted to show it because I thought it was cool. And also I have this little graphic from the GST video about what in the Sonic 3 game, which space was dedicated to what, Sonic Spinball used gems. Oh, did it? I didn't see that on the list. I love the Sonic Spinball soundtrack. GST is an amazing channel. Even bought a shirt. Yeah, shout out GST. Thank you for the graphic and for teaching me about gems. It's a very cool video. I love it. So yeah, it was MIDI based. Could do things like pitch bend, but apparently that takes up a ton of space. So I recommend watching the full video. I just wanted to touch on it because I thought it was neat. And this video that I have here is, I think it's somebody just I think they're running it through DOSBox somehow, although I don't know if it's a DOS program. For some reason, I thought it was Mac for some reason, but here's a screenshot of it. You can see there's like a piano. There's a piano, and there's all kinds of different controls you can. Here, let's just. It is a DOS program, okay. For some reason, I thought it was Mac related or Apple related. Well, this is just some of the sounds playing. Wow. I think this entire video itself, it's called How to Make Music for the Genesis, but probably because of the top menu bar. Oh yeah, it kind of looks like a Mac type of thing. Okay, and that's all. That's all this video is. There's a total of 2 videos, basically about this on YouTube, and one is this one that shows some of the sounds, and one is the one I was just describing to you guys, which doesn't show as many of the sounds. That's why I chose this one, but it explains things very, very well. So super cool. I think you should check it out. The last noise sounded like a shield get from the Sonic games. Comic Zone also used the Gems driver, very grungy soundtrack. Yeah, there's more. It actually is fairly sophisticated, from my understanding. As far like you can customize the sounds and stuff, but it also does come with default sounds, which is probably what most people using it would get into. All right, one last thing. We're just gonna look at Fast Tracker. I want to try and use this at some point, although it really looks complicated for me, because I'm used to everything being done for me in kind of like the I'm used to a DAW. Not so familiar with trackers. But I want to use it. Does anyone have experience using Fast Tracker 2? It's Fast Tracker 2 specifically is what this is. It runs on DOS. It was made to create music, and specifically music for PC. Yeah, we got some Zappe. You don't know. Sadly, never released. Fast Tracker 2 is. Oh, you're talking about time tracks for the Genesis. Oh, I see. Use Fast Tracker 2. Actually, I never made anything good though. Just listened. It's easy to work with, but you gotta have your own samples. I can grab a bunch of stuff from my music PC. Wouldn't output audio on your 46 for some reason. The sound card works though. Interesting. I wonder if I can, get it to work. As I said before, there's a modern version for Windows 10. What's modern about it? Just that it runs on Windows 10. Wonder if video game music composers ever visit VTubers. I don't know. To be honest, I've had some pretty I mean, you guys are all cool, but sometimes when I play games, I have developers and stuff visiting, which is really, really super, super cool. So I don't know. I wouldn't be that surprised. You're getting bonked for not doing your homework. Yeah, do your homework. What do you mean? Why aren't you doing your homework? Yeah, you guys are cool. I know exactly one instance of a VTuber getting involved with a VGM composer. Homework is cringe. It's cringe, but you still gotta do it. Same Fast Tracker 2 they used in DOS, but it works perfect on Windows 10 and has mouse. Ooh, mouse. Hypnospace Outlaw Dev Show. Yeah, that was cool. Scream Tracker for DOS was my first attempt at using a tracker. Then I downloaded a bunch of tracker samples and started using Fast Tracker and Pro Tracker. Really? Do you have anything, Nori, that you made from it? Because your music is so awesome. You're very, very skilled. Because we follow a cool... Stop. Stop. I want to hear it. Can you send it to me? Anyway, I just thought it was neat. Uses PCM, has samples, or you have to use your own samples. There's some different effects. I thought it'd be cool to try and make something using it one day on stream, although it looks really complicated, so it would probably be an Omni checks out lots of different music making software, old music making software stream rather than focusing specifically on Fast Tracker 2. But I'm very, very interested. Apparently very popular before MIDI was made the standard. So let's listen to this. Jungle style. What is she saying? Hero Steve. Hi, Parasite. I'm feeling it. Something scary about it, but I'm feeling it. Boom! Wow! Chaos, it says. Nothing. Doesn't it seem complicated? I've never used a tracker like this. I guess the closest thing I've like played around with or tried using was the Pico 8. the one built into Pico 8. Still don't know what Zops are, but they contributed to something that sounds pretty groovy. The zips and the Zops, top quality. I dig this too. It's awesome. Oh, amazing. Fantastic. I really want to try it. There's a lot of tracker music in the Cosmic Free Music Foundation collection, all of which I think comes with the source tracker. Ooh. Fast Tracker UI is really simple to understand. You see channels, and each channel is an instrument. You say what tone to play on each channel and press play. Yeah, that doesn't sound too complicated. Assign samples to channel and they're triggered or altered at fixed time intervals. I can probably figure it out. I think I can probably figure, but I still think it's not enough to have its own stream. You know, whereas in Mario Paint Composer, I can like bang out an entire song in a stream. This would be the type of thing where it's like, you know, I'd be kind of just playing around with them, I guess. Although my Mario Paint related music streams, I feel like have historically not gone as exceptionally well. Once I figured out how to place a note, it wasn't too bad. Oh boy. Oh, you're talking about Octamed. What is Octamed? Anyway, that's the end of the presentation. I guess that one was kind of shorter and kind of more of a more of a, you know, overview. It's kind of different than my previous cardboard presentations, I think. But I had a lot of fun learning this stuff, and I'm really happy. Overall, already, I mean, 2 hours is around the length of my cardboard presentation streams. One of the most fun things about retro games coming back is that sometimes you get people making new songs on old hardware and software. I have too many examples to count. It is really cool. It is really cool. It was fun. Yay! I'm glad you guys have fun. Hopefully you learned something. And I was very it was very cool to have a lot of people here who know stuff about video game music. I really want to keep learning more and more. Because I don't know, I just think it's interesting. I don't know why doing things in a more difficult fashion for what is going to end up being the same output is so enticing to me. But I just feel like it's a cool idea, you know? I just like music. I don't actually know anything about it. I'm like in the middle there. I have like thanks for the presentation. Of course. You can check out Mean Street's intro PC speaker on YouTube. It's a nifty showcase of PC speaker. Could sound like with some smart trickery. Yeah, let's check it out. Check out Ahoy Trackers video. Ooh, we could watch that, but we could do another. We had a members watch along of check the heck out of it of a Ahoy video before. We could do that again. Yeah, this was not so much. This was not at all actually on the music theory side. It was more on audio engineering, science, math. All right, let's see. Akatsuki, what did you recommend? I look. Mean Street's intro PC speaker. Let's check it out. Mean Street's intro PC speaker. Hi guys. Mean Street's intro PC speaker. He's a mean street. Ah! PC speaker, real sound. Wait, is this PC speaker? Ta-da! Yeah, the entire Tyrion soundtrack's so good. Tootie. A little farty. Which is a good thing. Real sound was tech by that company that allowed for samples to be played. What? So it's not exclusively PC speaker? I'm confused. You can play samples. That's fun. They are not samples, someone says. Allowed for samples to be played. They're not I'm getting conflicting info. Probably convert samples to something a PC speaker can modulate. Ah, okay, now you're speaking my language. Bum 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 ba dum da ba dum bum 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 ba da da. Computers is only PC speaker play that music. It sounds so amazing. Buckles are behaving. I don't think anyone was requesting a hug today. I mean, when you guys request hugs, you're still behaving. Marv, thank you for the 7 months. 7 months already. Time flies. Fun is fun. You're such an inspiration to me. Stay awesome. Much love. You guys stay awesome too. Thank you. Thank you. We have requested at least 3 hugs since I've arrived. Oh, I must have missed all the hug requests. Yes, you can have a hug. Oh, I think there was a stealth one when we were doing the Microsoft sample, you see? Well, now you got one. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Dan Prime, thank you so much for the 7 months. Ami, smart and cute. I'm not. Thank you. Thank you. Aeon, thank you for the 7 months. Another great presentation. Hug, Pog. It's Pog. It's way past Pog. Can you hug a tracker? You can try. An FM modulated hug. Oh, was that close? Teacher's doing her presentation. Hugs have to wait. Okay, now the presentation over, it's hug time. And now the hug time's over, it's nap time. For going into it thinking you weren't too clear on some of the technical details, you did a great job of explaining things. Thank you. I was just nervous about it because this subject is something that people really know a lot about and they really get into the nitty gritty of, and I'm just not there yet. But it's new to me, so I thought it'd be new to some of you guys. So it was interesting. You're not tired. You don't want to nap. But you're gonna be cranky later if you don't nap. Maybe you don't feel tired right now. Amiya Aranha. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's not nap time. Don't go to sleep. Don't go to sleep. I'll be all here on my lonesome. Now I want to make music. Actually, I'm working on an instrumental for a cover. Wish I could show you guys this instrumental stuff that I'm working on. Never knew about trackers, and now I want to look into them more. Do it. Do it. Akatsuki, thank you for the 11 months. Oh, you're close to your pink thread. Thank you very much for always bringing us so much fun with your streams. I'll make you S-smart. I'm so smart. S-M-O-R-T. Finally decided to buy the sticker sheet. Was surprised that the shipping wasn't that high, even here in Finland. Yeah, the shipping is pretty reasonable for most places, except for like, what was it? I think Iceland was really, really high. There's a couple of places that were like $10 plus, but for the most part, it was not too bad. And humble. I mean, I normally am so humble, like, to a fault. The stickers are nice and sturdy. Yeah, the stickers are actually really nice. Do I like music theory? Do I like it? Not really. Do I know it? Sort of. Most of my music knowledge is just like innate in my brain somehow. Furnace trackers. Oh yeah, people kept bringing that up. Furnace tracker. I knew nothing about any of this stuff before, and now I know things. Presentation successful. Yatta! Yatta! humble to a fault. What I mean is... most of the time I'm calling myself dumb. Furnace tracker. Ooh, chiptune tracker. Interesting. It's on GitHub. Whoa! Over 50 sound chips and counting. Yamaha FM chips, Square Wave chips, SNES samples, Amiga samples, Sega PCM. There's all kinds of stuff. Wavetable chips, Rico for NES, Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum Beeper, Pokemon Mini. What the heck is this? Game Boy, Virtual Boy. Whoa! Now to compile. I don't think I have to compile it, right? Let me look. I think there's like an actual release. Maybe there's not. I don't know how to compile stuff. I'm not that smart. Oh god. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. I'm just reading about this right now. Schism Tracker is a very good multi-platform and open source clone of Impulse Tracker, which is also open source now. There's a release. I wish I could link. I'm on the GitHub page. I don't see... I see source code and hotfix is what I see. Oh, Discord server. You know, that's kind of a pet peeve of mine, to be honest. Well, it depends. It depends on if the only, like, information about it is, Depends on if the only information about it is, on the Discord. Because I don't want to join a Discord. I'm shy. There's a release on the side, so I'm here and I see maybe I'm not smart enough to understand this. I see assets, I see things that are labeled as hot fix, which I assumed was some kind of a patch, but maybe I'm wrong. And then source code. I'll just grab this zip and just see right now. Doggy wants to go outside and I have some work to do. Enjoy your walk with the doggy. Oh no, it's executable. Okay. I got confused by the hot fix. The word hot fix for some reason. What even is a hot fix? I guess the fix is already in the executable. Already in the, I don't know. There's nothing to train AI on to potentially help people in the future. No, if an AI tried to learn based on forms, based on tech forms, you would ask the AI. You would be all like, AI, how do I? Oh, it's a quick release to fix a bug. Oh, okay, so it is the whole thing. It's not a patch where you like have to have the software already and. All right. You'd ask. You would either never get a response, or you would ask a question such as, "How do I do this with this software?" And they'd be like, "Why would you want to do that with that software? I mean, technically you could." And you're like, "I do, AI. I do." That's what the AI would answer. If you asked AI trained on tech forms, it would just tell you a DM to someone else to answer. Never mind, I found it on my own, is what the AI would say. You can have hotfix patches that release come out between actual releases. I see. I thought it was just a patch for some reason. Software in current year, that has to be a troll, right? Right, that's what the AI would say. What is RTFM? Read the FM manual. What is that? Is this something I should not Google? Oh, it is! Oh, I'm so smart. Read the meowing manual. RTMM. The friendly manual. RTMM. Read the frickin' manual. Dude. Bro. Bruh. I just can't stop saying bruh lately. Do I know Pepcat? Please entertain. Please entertain. Probably sister to keyboard and chair. Oh, that's epic. I love that. Can I say that? That's so rude. That's so rude. I want to say that to someone now. They'll be like, what did you just call me? But I can't like say that because when friends or whatever actually ask me for tech support, I don't wanna I wanna actually be helpful. I don't wanna be a jerk. No. And people will, that one's too widely known. I didn't know it. I didn't know it, so I doubt someone who's like much younger than me coming to me for tech support would know it, to be honest. But maybe they would. Problem in chair, not in computer. There's so many mean ones. Why do you guys know this stuff? Are you guys possibly perhaps naughty when people ask you for tech support? Are you perhaps not very Was my first dog Mario Paint? No, it was FL Studio. We lived in BBS era. Were you rude, or are you rude in the comments on the forum replies, or are you nice? Don't plead the fifth. Answer honestly. Have you ever been snarky to somebody in a forum? I would like to know. Some of you guys are lying 100%. Never posted anything in a forum. Okay, well that's You're still snarky in forum? Yeah, the presentation is over now. We're just chatting. I once said get bent. Get bent is fine, I think. You got banned in the mid-2000s for being snarky to an admin over an issue. Do you have to answer? Of course. In high school, one of my friends got the entire school IP banned from the Nintendo forums for flaming Princess Peach. What? 12 years ago when I was in early college, I absolutely got in dumb arguments on the game forums. I definitely got in dumb arguments online on like Neopets. Still have a mark against me for posting a raunchy YouTube... Oh, the Discord? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I have a t-shirt that says, "No, I will not fix your computer." Does that count? No. If it's pre tech support snark, then I don't think that counts. Dumb internet arguments are guilty pleasure. You guys. You wouldn't be snarky to me if I asked for tech support, would you? I know for a fact some of you would be. Well, I don't know for a fact, but I think some of you would be. I don't need to remember my something awful account. The world doesn't need to remember my something awful account. No. No. If you haven't quoted and rebutted every sentence of someone's post before we truly live. Okay, first of all, to address the first thing. Couldn't even give a negative review that one time on a game that totally deserved it. You always try and buy. Well, okay. It was negative. But I just gave them advice on how they could make it better. Instead of being like, this sucks. We did help you set up your Linux laptop and we weren't mean then. No, you weren't. That was relatively painless though. It was just me doing stuff, and then at one point I was like, this thing's going on for an awfully long time, and you guys were like, that shouldn't happen, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna restart. This one guy said Captain Picard was better than Captain Kirk. Ha! He was out of his mind. I don't think I know enough Captain Kirk to assess that. You're very frustrated with the controls. There was lots of things. And then you guys were all like, no, it's what did you say? A bunch of people were like, Ami, no, they're not looking for. It's like a flip. It's a house flip. They're not looking for actual constructive advice, but I gave it. Tech supports won't be mean to anyone who's trying their best and owning their mistakes. Is that me? Where's your last resort for me? I put all my skill points in Google Flu. I am the exact same way, Fish. I'm the same way. The maybe asset flip game. Yeah, that's what you guys are saying. Why am I getting Nami? What I do? Just asking. That's me. Once someone said Ami kinda cute, and I told them no, Ami cute. Is that rude? No, they were rude for saying. Only kinda. What the heck? Yeah. I'm still not. Yeah, that's just a simple correction. You weren't like, no, idiot! Dumbass! I'm not that good in tech support stuff. It's just, you know, after years and years of Googling my problems and trying to fix everything on my own and breaking lots of things, I can kind of troubleshoot okay. Only kind of how rude. I still have some tea left. Cinema roll. That's cute, but why are you saying that? I'm sorry, I cannot read your name. Harwa? You were on the GameFAQs forums as little as 3 years ago. Huh. Is that flex? It's exactly how people get good at tech stuff. I think so too, but I'm just not yet. Only kind of cute, them spiting words. I agree with them. Wish we had Google back in the days when computers were more complex than what they are these days. Yeah. Now what you gotta do, you gotta open an encyclopedia. Or something, I don't even know. Just get a book. Get keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. Dreamweaver edition, you know, like for the program Dreamweaver, not for you guys. The internet was a terrible place for children. I would know as a child who grew up with the internet. I can't even imagine nowadays how the internet is gonna affect our future. Our future, our youth becoming adults. Got nitpick typos from someone's 247 kilobyte GameFAQs guide. Yeah, you know those books, keep it simple, stupid. Keep it stupidly simple. I think it's keep it simple, stupid. Reading original computers for that. Oh, you're right. I wonder if that kind of stuff is on Archive. That would be great. Oh, apparently I heard Archive is I just saw this on Twitter. They're undergoing a lawsuit right now for, I hope it's okay to talk about, for like something related to books, to having books on their database. So hopefully no, not the very game. I don't know what keep it simple stupid is. Can you show us? It's a book. It's a book. I still have Dreamweaver installed and accidentally open it on occasion. Like out of habit or out of wanting to use it, or just accidentally? It's about their library initiative during pandemic where author who launched this. Cookies, yeah, it's not Cookies Bustle. We did talk about that before. No, I'm just mentioning it. I'm not saying anything positive or negative about it. Just it's happening. I heard on Twitter. I was going to search for sorry, I'm opinionated about it. No, it's okay. I am just saying that I don't know enough about it to, you know, see for sure. But just something interesting that I saw. It's interesting. I was gonna search for computer. Let's see. Computers for, what is it called? For dummies. on archive. Let's see if that exists. Oh, computers for seniors for dummies. Oh, I only started using Twitter to help keep up with Amiya. Oh, you guys are sweet. You guys are sweet. I basically only use Twitter to communicate with you guys as well, so and message people about commissions. Some file types on my computer still open with Dreamweaver by default. Oh, I see. Senior dummies. I mean, it's computers for seniors for dummies. Stop calling seniors dummies. Some good ads we're reading. Let's take a preview. Let us take a preview. First of all, when is this from? 2009! Oh my god. Oh, it's about how to like send an email and stuff. Bird app deems me not important enough to interact with you. Wait, you got shadow banned from... Oh, that's so sad. I need my own Twitter. Good thing Ami doesn't need that because she's already knows computer. That's not why I don't need it. I don't need it because I'm not a senior. Not even you will make me create a Twitter account. So no. You listen. I'm not forcing anyone to create a Twitter account. That's all good. Miss Law's stream due to work, but we'll have fun listening to the archive. It was interesting. I think we learned some fun stuff. Let me look at this book. Let's see here. I'm just gonna take a look at the index. Understand hardware and software. Explore types of computers. Choose a version of Windows. Choose a price range. Select a monitor. Choose an optical drive. In 2009, you were choosing an optical drive. Understand processor speed and memory. I feel like the optical drive just comes in. You know, if you're a senior and you're buying a PC, I feel like the optical drive is just in there, right? Yeah, I guess Twitter does. Yeah, sometimes this happens. Sometimes I look at my responses to a tweet and I see responses that I did not see in my notifications. It's very rude. First time PC user can't work computer on YouTube. A 3-minute video for the exact 1995 flash. It's a news report. Should we watch it? Right, they don't even have optical drives anymore, but when they did in 2009, I feel like you wouldn't be like buying one separately, especially if you're a senior citizen. Maybe I'm wrong. 2009, I feel like I had a laptop though. So it says choosing. I'm like, well, 1995 flashback. Do you guys need to see it, or can I just listen to the audio? Got a few recent tweets that haven't gone through. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't know if it's actual shadow ban situations or if it's the like Twitter being broken kind of thing. I had to take out my optical drive to use the cords for my solid state drive. I put in an optical drive in my PC. You can just listen to audio, okay.
About 1 in 3 American households has bought that theory and purchased a PC.
No, you guys need to see this. Hold on. hold on. Meow, 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 meow. Do you remember working a lot recently? Couldn't open images. Yeah, I had a problem, or I've been having this problem. I don't think they fixed it. What was it? So what happened was, every time I try and post a thread, which I do pretty much every day when I do my, tweets to notify you guys of the stream, it will be like, oops, something went wrong. But don't worry, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, okay, I didn't think I did anything wrong. I just tried to tweet. And then what happens? And then the tweet went through. Like, there's no problem with the tweet. It's very strange. Alright, let's watch this.
But what they didn't tell you is that life does not get easier right away. For many newcomers, PC stands for pain and confusion. Reed Galen reports.
Jamie Gold is about to buy her first computer. She hardly knows where to start.
How do you turn this one on?
She's the kind of
Please turn
customer
this
that
on.
is turning the industry upside down.
What does the 4 megabyte memory mean versus... So that's
Home
not powered
PC
up.
sales are now exceeding
I feel
business
bad.
sales, up
I shouldn't laugh at
25%
these
last
people.
year and still
Stands for
accelerating.
pain and
Jamie Gold spent
confusion.
$2,800 buying into the
Whoa!
sales pitch that computers are now easy to use.
This is the world's
That's a
easiest
lot of money to
personal
spend.
computer.
That's a lot of money to spend on a PC when you
I think I want to plug it
don't
in
know what
first
you're
and use
doing.
it.
But it's still not just another household appliance.
Oh, she got like the whole. She got like a
I
fax
don't know which the
machine,
interface cable is.
printer.
The power module. I'm not dumb. Hold on. There's nothing that looks like this. I don't hear it.
Jamie is gridlocked with plenty of company.
It's printing way
There's
too
nothing that
large,
looks
and
like
I don't
this.
know why.
For years, phone and help centers were used by
Washes her hard
technically
drive in the
inclined
dishwasher.
users. Now, 80% of IBM's calls come from so-called newbies. Here at
Yeah, I think she
Computer
got
Maker Digital
swindled.
Equipment,
Don't even
calls
spend 1K
doubled
for
in
mine,
6
including the
months.
monitor. She's getting swindled for sure, right?
When I start, there are no beeps or anything.
Many callers expressed dismay that cyberspace seems more like the Twilight Zone.
The industry is being sent that message by every telephone call that comes into technical support. A lot of new buyers are motivated by the uneasy feeling that they
message
are
is that
falling
computers are just
behind
too
in the
hard.
information age. But their anxiety only deepens if the computer proves more difficult to get started on than they may have expected. In one survey, half of new users said they were ready to throw their computers out the window out of sheer frustration.
I have no idea what this disk drive is. No idea.
No wonder the book series Computers for Dummies has sold 18 million copies. At software giant Microsoft Corporation,
And I'm looking on the menu bar, and
users are tested like lab rats in a software maze as focus shifts from making computers more powerful to making them easier to use.
The biggest user problem we see right
And now
now
they're
is
so
ease of use,
easy.
particularly for the home or the beginning user.
See the troubleshooting information in section 5. Okay.
By 1998, half of American households will have computers. Jamie Gold swears she'll have crossed the Great Divide by then.
How the hell do you do this?
Swears a lot, in
I want
fact.
to kill and what I don't
Reed
want to
Galen,
kill.
CBS News, Los Angeles.
Computer.
The visual of her. The visual of her trying to push in a floppy disk and going, how the hell do you do this? I have to pee so bad. I'll be right back, you guys. Can you be PC newbies while I'm gone? We'll wrap it up soon after. I want to chat with you guys a little bit more, but I have to use the bathroom. And I'm Amiya. Thank you guys for waiting so
Aranha.
patiently. And thank you so much to Gento and Akatsuki and Espers for the blue super chats. And thank you for being computer newbies while I was gone. So you drag the mouse on the screen. Can the CD player play my vinyls? Okay, that might be a little egregious. That might be a little hyperbolic, you know. Just remember to watch your Yamaha FM chip. Never. Never. Click on my computer. How am I supposed to click on the computer? You broke the computer. That is the video game. No more. Why does this Pokemon card look so weird? Okay, good stuff, you guys. Why is my cup holder? You're trying to close itself. This cup holder is pretty flimsy. This computer doesn't even have a CD drive. How am I supposed to install Diablo? Oh yeah, I wanted to read this. Look at this book somewhere. Okay, then we have determine how you'll connect to the internet. Buy a customized computer. Hello, Smashes. Connect the monitor, keyboard, and mouse. Log on and off Windows 7. Use the mouse. Set the date and time. Create a new user account. Oh my god. Setting up printers and scanners. Getting help. Having fun. And getting things done with software. Working with software programs. Launch program. Working with files and folders. Getting help with vision, hearing, and dexterity challenges. Use the desktop gadget gallery and gadgets. Open the gadget gallery and add gadgets. What is this gadgets? This must be some Windows 7 thing. I learned IBM DOS last week. It was actually simple. Well, then you don't need this book, I guess. There's something been in my eye. No BGM. Oh yeah, sorry. I guess you guys are not seniors then. And neither am I. Those 1990s learned how to do basic computer stuff with random celebrities, VHS. Oh yeah! We were gonna watch, I had an idea for us to watch the Friends one with, Courtney Cox and... No, not Courtney Cox. Who is it? Friends. The Friends people. The Friends people. Your glasses are really big today. I feel like they're the same size as normal. You're getting close. You're getting close to what? Yeah, the Windows 95 one. Yeah, Jennifer Aniston and Matthew Perry. Thank you. Who did I say? Oh, Courtney Cox is one of the Friends people, just not the ones that were involved. I was going to look at we have websites for dummies. We have VBA, Visual Basic. For applications. God, there's so many of these for dummies books. I bet them have a lot of the same like information in them, just recycled too. My ear kind of hurts. I feel like I might be getting an earache. Did you read the website for dummies when you made your site? No, I figured out how to do that all on my own. I just googled random bits of code and smacked them together. I just turned my dehumidifier on accidentally, but you know what? So be it. Laptops for dummies. Beginning programming with C for dummies. So I'm sure I could use some of these programming for dummies books actually. PowerPoint 2003 for dummies. Digital photography for seniors for dummies. I love how seniors have their own subsection in the for dummies cinematic universe. iPhone for dummies, AutoCAD 2006 for dummies. We got iPad for dummies, Linux for dummies. Interesting. I did not expect to see a Linux for dummies. Snort for dummies? What is snort? Computer networks. Find out how Snort sniffs out intrusion and protects your system. Yeah, the for dummies cinematic universe. Yeah, I want the Linux for dummies. What's in here? Oh, I can't even see the... Oh no, I can see the table of contents. Not just... Okay, first we have the section Linux and U. Not just object code. How can you use Linux? Which Linux distribution is best? Okay. There's all kinds of stuff. All kinds of info. Trying to find more interesting ones. Huddle for Dummies. I don't know what that is. C++ for Dummies. Skype for Dummies. A whole book about Skype. DOS for Dummies. JavaScript for Kids for Dummies. That's me. I mean, I'm not a kid, but I have the programming knowledge of a child. What's in here? What? Programming the web. What is JavaScript? Alert! JavaScript is awesome. Yeah, I have no idea how you write an entire book on Skype. The only huddle I know is where football teams watch replays go over and huddle. Hi! 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi! Or something like that. Google Glass for Dummies. You guys remember Google Glass? We have PHP and MySQL. Crystal Excelsius for Dummies. It's a lot of software, probably because I put in computers. Drums for Dummies. Windows 10 for Dummies. Corel Linux for Dummies. There's probably ICQ for Dummies if there was Skype for Dummies. The question is, was there MSN for Dummies? I'm gonna Google it. ICQ still exists? No way. I remember it seemed neat, but everyone mocked it for some reason. What, Google Glass? I think just the idea that you're like wearing something right in front of your face instead of looking at what's going on in front of you. I think that was like the crux of the criticism. There's no MSN for Dummies. It's gonna be its own cardboard stream. I don't know about whole cardboard stream, but it's definitely fun to like look at while we're not doing anything else right now. It's more about the looks. Yeah, futuristic, you know. Then you got Google Cardboard. I remember using Yahoo Messenger. I had friends like on Neopets that I knew from Neopets that some of them use ICQ and some of them yeah, it's a bubbly. Some of them use ICQ and some of them use Yahoo Instant Messenger. So I have both, and then one of those programs that let you use AIM, MSN, Yahoo, etc. all at once. Oh. IRC for Dummies. I don't see any IRC for Dummies. Huh. I want more Crazy for Dummies books. This stream has turned into nothing, but Neopets is in a pretty sorry state. I tried to play it for Gorilla stream once, and no good. You mean Neopets friends? I had like 2 friends from Neopets. Yeah. Economics for Dummies. Hacking wireless networks for Dummies. No freaking way. A hacker. BBS for Dummies. Is this real? Reviews, 5 stars. It is a good book for beginners. Okay. What is it though? Okay, here is the what is the word? The 10 commandments of hacking wireless networks. 3. Oh, wait. 1. Thou shalt set thy goals. Thou shalt plan thy work, lest thou go off course. I'm sorry. Socially engineering the SSN and funny 3 digits on the back of someone's credit card for dummies. For dummies, yeah. I hear you probably want to, if you were gonna get that information, you would probably make some kind of a program that took a form as an anime girl and offered to help you do your taxes, something like that, you know. 3. Thou shalt obtain permission. I didn't forget my numbers. I was just starting on the wrong page. 4. Thou shalt work ethically. 5. Thou shalt work diligently. 6. Thou shalt respect the privacy of others. Yeah, it's straight up. Ooh, can I have your social insurance number, please? Your social security number, please. Thou shalt respect the privacy of others. That's me. I do. Oh, actually, I discovered that Twitter allows bookmarks last night. You can bookmark things on Twitter and not just like them. And I saw that my schedule had 1 bookmark, so I was going around being like, "Oh, what has bookmarks on it?" And you know, you can't see who bookmarked, but it's very interesting. Very interesting. You can just see how many and which tweets. Very interesting. Thou shalt do no harm. Thou shalt use a scientific process. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's tools. Thou shalt report all findings. Do I really need... I feel like if I get a book about wireless network hacking, I'm not expecting to get 10 commandments. I don't know. In a book about hacking, yeah, you have to get permission. It's the Valentine's art. Actually, I was just looking at my recent tweets. I didn't look at any specific art or anything. So I'm talking about that, and people can see your bookmarks. Gave me immediately cold sweat. Why would that be a fear? Yeah, that book is not very exciting. I'll be honest. Calculus for Dummies, rootkits for Dummies. Aw. Kittens for Dummies. Oh. Oh. Flirting for Dummies. Oh my god, I need to look at this. This is such a strange topic. I'm sure it's useful, but I find it very funny that this exists. Getting noticed, making contact. Spotting who's available, making an entrance. Giving off the right signals, letting your body do the talking. Oh my god. There's so much. This is like... Nowadays, WikiHow, I think, has taken the place of this. Opening lines for men, opening lines for women. That's what I want. 223, 223. Oh, this probably does not have the whole book, huh? Or does it? Oh my god. 223, let's go. Where is it? I'm on 206. There's a Minecraft one. WikiHow, how to pass footer. Here's how to pat. You look at my head is right here, and you put a hand on a pat it. Yeah, I'm getting there. 223. Opening lines for women. Great shirt / tie / aftershave. Where did you get it from? I mean, where'd you get them from? I mean, oh god, I'm only supposed to ask about one of them. Ah! I messed up. They know I'm reading a book. Hi, I'm looking for a friendly face to chat, and yours looks friendly to me. Oh, I love this. It's so cheesy. Wait, what? Opening lines for... There's only 2. Opening lines for an office romance. I couldn't help but notice you've been paying me more attention. So we grab a coffee and have a proper chat. I'm making a point of getting to know more people. Do you fancy grabbing a coffee and get the ball rolling? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Opening lines for complete strangers. Do you come here often? Opening lines for making friends. I feel like I've known you for ages, but I realize I don't know your name. Hi, I'm X. Who are you? We keep bumping into each other here. Do you fancy getting together sometime over coffee and having a proper conversation? If you'd like me to give me... If you like... Oh god. Oh god, I messed up. If you'd like to give me your number, I'll contact you to fix something up. This works because nobody likes to make the first move. These are advanced pickup techniques, gotta be. Supermarket. Light cheese! I've always wondered what you do with those. Do you have a good recipe for them? These are so creative. If I had a penny for every minute I spent loitering in these checkout queues, I'd be able to shop at Waitrose. Do you come here often? And then they'll be like, do I come to the supermarket often? About once a week. Shopping for one? Me too. Do you fancy a coffee in the supermarket cafe after? Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even know what Waitrose is. Ooh, a holiday romance. The tan's coming along well. Oh my... It's particularly effective if they're lobster red or ghostly white. This works well if the person has a sense of humor. If not, you've had a lucky escape. Waitrose, the British supermarket chain. No, I don't like that one because the implication is that you're looking at their body. I think you're moving too fast. What's your favorite place to eat around here? Let's see here. Oh my god. Top 10 flirting gaffes. I'm sorry, this is so off topic of this stream, but it's so funny. You remind me of my mother, sister, favorite female friend, ex. Every woman wants to feel unique. Okay, don't say that. You look different. Have you put on weight? Yeah, don't say that. How old are you? You look different in your picture. Your friend is very attractive. It's not WikiHow, it's flirting for dummies. Saying the wrong things to a man. I'd really like you to meet my parents. If we had kids together, do you think they'd have your eyes? I'd love to spend all my free time with you. You look like great husband material. Do you think you'd prefer a wife that doesn't work? What are these? What are these? Do I look fat in this? Do you think that woman over there is attractive? Answer carefully. I added that last part. How much do you love me? I like to get all fat and sassy with you now. That's a pickup line. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. I feel like this is the extent of the interesting stuff. Yandere for dummies. Take your flirting slowly. Take inspiration from your surroundings. Tells you how to set up a Lonely Hearts advertisement. Please record some of these lines for your new voice pack. No! They have to be way more cringe to be voice pack material, I think. You have to smile. Maintain eye contact. Yeah. Will you do thematic voice packs in the future? Yeah, my first one's gonna be thematic, and yeah, I think they'll mostly be thematic after that. Being interested in the other person. Hi, guys. It's not a staring contest. I don't want to die from too much sugar. Don't make them too cringe. If they're cringe, it won't be sugar. It'll be salt. Or something. Yum, yum, yum. Overcoming fear of rejection using flattery. Friendly flirting. Oh my god. Watch out for these behaviors. Standing close to you. Touching you more than they touch other people. Preening themselves more often than usual, perhaps by fixing their hair or smoothing their clothes or so on. Paying more compliments to you than is usual for them. Making more of an effort on their appearance when with you, perhaps by choosing more impressive outfits to wear. Sweet and sour is a pretty tried and true combo. Yeah, but I said salty. Would any of these work on me? All you have to do is call me a dork, basically. Oh boy. Consult books by TV makeover gurus. See image or branding salted. Visit www.colormebeautiful.co.uk or tfic.org.uk. Visit a personal shopper. Oh. I appreciate honesty. Is calling you a dork bad or good? I used to think it was bad, but now I'm thinking it's good. We throw a pickup line at you just to test your reaction. Okay, sure, and then we're gonna wrap it up because I cannot handle too much of this pickup line business. It's too off of the, it's off of the chain for what this stream is supposed to be. People are gonna be so confused when they watch the VOD. Personal shopper is somebody who will like work for the store and they'll be like, oh, this will look good on you. This is a nice outfit. Come to the stream often. Yes. Always. When I come to a stream, it's 99% of the time it's this one. Hey girl, you post here often? Not post. Is your name Shadow because you're my alternate life? Nah. Shouting, hey dork, the instant you walk in the room. That might be a bit much. People coming in now are probably confused. Yeah, probably. Are you a spider? Because I wouldn't mind being caught in your web. You already are. You remind me of my spider mama. Want to get a coffee sometime? Hey, I'm your only spider mama, and don't tell me I remind me of myself. You remind me of spiders. That's good. That's what should happen. I'll play some co-op Halo. I mean, I guess. I never played Halo, but it's probably fun. If you think it's fun, I'll play it. I wish they'd teach us more about Vikings. I come here almost every day. You remind me of my dream, even Spider Mama. That's me! You guys forget your own Spider Mama. Well, here I am. What are your other two wishes? Your friend is very attractive. Oh my goodness. Halo is old enough to be retro now. Actually, I have Halo. I was planning on playing it sometime soon. Who did you forget? Me. You forgot that I'm your dream, even Spider Mama. You don't have to say I remind you of her because I am her. Amiya Aranha. My stomach is growling so much. What's wrong with me? If you're wondering what this noise is, I have the buckle. I have this buckle keychain in my hand pretty much the whole stream, by the way. I want you guys to know that just rubbing this little buckle has been very calming to me. I'm switching between this and the stress ball. Do you wanna? I mean, no. I mean, I think I would like to. I don't think I can. I don't know anything about. I feel like pickup lines are too pickup liney. You know, it has to be like, are they trying to pick up line for it to be effective? But I don't know. You have a number for lawyer lamp. Is it acrylic buckle or is it a different keychain material? It's I made it out of polymer clay. Ta-da! Wanna grab an amitoxin and buckle at the cafe? Well, you want to eat yourself, eh? Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. I'm no mathematician, but I've been told I'm good with numbers. How about you give me yours so I can prove it? I don't know, you guys. I think these are making me wanna go into a rocket ship and blast off into space. Aw, love you guys too. Thank you for hanging out today. Oh, where are the stickers that you constantly see them? PC. You are out of this world. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's super fun. Love the cardboard. Well, thank you guys. I hope next cardboard presentation will be as cool. The ideas don't come to me as frequently as I would like. Sometimes things will just randomly, ideas will just randomly come to me. When I was, you know, before I debuted, when I was like preparing stuff or when I was starting streaming, I had like a spreadsheet of ideas, and for cardboard presentation streams specifically, and I burned through a lot of those. So I'm trying to keep my eyes and ears open for something new and exciting, or just something interesting. It doesn't even have to be new. It doesn't have to be exciting. It's gotta be fun. Yeah, spreadsheet. You guys don't use spreadsheets. Is that a boomer thing? Well, I don't use Excel. I use Google Sheets. Not Excel, although it's pretty much the same. They fear the VTuber spreadsheet. Oh, I'm not talking about that kind of spreadsheet. I only use spreadsheets for the most professional of No, I don't have a spreadsheet of buckles. Stop. Stop. This is weird. Amiya's good at spreadsheet. She excels at making... Oh my god, you guys. I just use them to keep track of, you know, ideas, artists I like, merch ideas, stuff like that. Use spreadsheets extensively when making PKO games. See, they're very useful. Very useful. Yeah, ideas for streams. It's say spreadsheet, but it's the IRL. What? Excuse me. I don't have a buckle dakimakura, but that is an idea that I've had. It'd be funny, like a funny thing to include, so you guys can print your own buckle dakimakura. Keeps their notes about buckles in a handwritten notebook. Yeah, in my diary. No, just kidding. I don't have a diary. I kind of feel like I should though. You just hate doing math. It's your job. Oh, I hate doing math too, and it's not my job. You never made a spreadsheet? Oh. I mean, it wasn't exactly something that I ever did in like school necessarily. Oh my god. Do you have a net? Because my heart is a flutter around you. Oh, like a bug, like a butterfly, to catch a butterfly. It'd be a poor shape for dakimakura. I think it'd be the regular dakimakura shape, you know. Hey, I hardly ever yawned today except for just now. So that was cool. Well, I hope I didn't bore you guys. Thank you for hanging out today. I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat and I'm going to do some work. Could be a normal size pillowcase. Oh, by the way, you guys, I got art back. I had a really nice sleep last night. Actually, yeah, I did get some good rest. Hopefully tonight is the same. What was I gonna say? I got art back for the wallpaper for the digital, you know, merch that I'm doing for my new outfit. So it looks really, really nice. You guys are gonna really, really love it. It's me in my new outfit with some other stuff. That's all I will say. I think you guys are gonna like it a lot. I don't know if it's high enough resolution. I was thinking of maybe using it for like a desk mat or something, but I have to look into what exact size I would need for that sort of thing. But I think it would look absolutely sick as a desk mat. No armpits. It's not the armpit one. Why does it have to be a whole month away? I think it is literally a whole month away, yeah. Because I'm waiting on overlays and stuff, so that's the only reason. Everything else is pretty much done. Well, I need to make the voice pack still, but I wrote scripts for them. Anyway, that's all. That's all I wanted to say. Just give you guys an update that things are moving. I'm sure you guys trusted me when I said I was gonna do stuff, but just so you know, I am actually doing stuff, you know. Not just sitting on my spider butt, which, I mean, I'm like 60% sitting on my spider butt and like 40% doing work, so. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for coming today. Thank you to all my regulars and irregulars and everyone who stopped by for the first time. I appreciate you giving me a chance. Lots of people very knowledgeable about video game music here today. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for everyone who pitched in. Thank you to all the chatters and everyone who lurks, and all the VOD watchers and everyone who comments on the VODs. And thank you so much to my Dreamweavers, Buckles, Spiderlings, and everybody who renewed their membership and joined the membership and donated the stream. Tomorrow we are doing, I believe it's tea? Right, we're having tea time. And we are having Monkey Island 2. We're gonna finish up Monkey Island 2. I think we'll finish it up tomorrow. Alright. So short tea time in the morning and then Monkey Island 2. And then we got stuff going on for the rest of the week too. So stay tuned. Check out my schedule, okay? My schedule. And I will see you guys early tomorrow if I see you for tea. But if not, I will see you at the same spider time, same spider place for Monkey Island 2, okay? Otsukare-samiya, oyasumiya, bye bye!